Okay, so let's talk about why I got a buzz cut. This all dates back to around when quarantine was the beginning of quarantine, where everything was closed down and everyone was at home. And for me, because everything was closed down, there wasn't any, barber shops. I just kind of let my hair just grow out. I didn't really have any care for it, and I kind of just like I didn't really care because we weren't even going to anywhere anyways. Everyone was at home, so I was growing it out for a good amount of period of time, until I want to say maybe like when school started opening back up. That's when I kind of wanted to go for like a style on my hair, and this is when I started wanting to have my hair curly, which is that's kind of how my hair is. It was curly, and so I was that's kind of the style I was going for, and it was working. It was a good style, and this was about my 7th grade year is when I was kind of went for a style on my hair. So it was it was going good for me until about the middle of my 7th grade year, or for some reason I just had this like random switch like in my mind just changed, and like I don't want my hair to be curly anymore. I just I just started ironing it like for some reason, and basically wearing a hoodie with my hair ironed to school, which at the time, once again, it looked very cool to me, but thinking back on it, it just really looked really bad. And I think we have a picture of how it looked. Like it should be right here or something. It was bad basically, and I was told that it looked very weird, but I just for some reason thought it looked cool. And then basically going into that summer, so my 7th grade year summer, is when one time my mom was just like, all right, we're getting you guys a haircut. And so I got a haircut, and when I got a haircut, I realized that the lady who was cutting my hair cut it up very short. And so that kind of like gave me I guess motivation again to go back to curly hair again. And my brother was like, I think it was telling me, or my sister was like, all right, we could try to make it look good and try to fix it up, because I didn't really like the way it looked how the lady cut it. So I just went back. I kind of reverted back to like my curly hair. And when I was kind of doing this, I was just basically letting it grow. I did not get a haircut for such a long time. And what happened is from maybe I'd say August 2022 till maybe a whole year from then was basically just growing out my whole hair. Like I was just growing it out the whole time, and my hair was getting larger and larger and larger, and it was out of hand, to be honest. Now to me, it didn't look that bad. Like I thought it looked pretty cool. It was like I thought it looked cool at the time. That's kind of how I looked at it. Is like shorter hair didn't look good to me. I liked my hair to be long, and it was just like right here we have a picture. My hair was just a big curly afro. That's because I didn't cut it at all. No matter how many times people told me or my mom told me to cut it, like I never wanted to cut it at all. And so it was really holding me back, in my opinion, because this is where like the whole topic of this video comes in. Is like I was feeling, in a way, it was like two different emotions. I was feeling confident because I was like, I thought it looked good. So going to school, I was always like, okay, my hair looks good. Like I thought I looked pretty cool. But it was also a low, like also my confidence was at its lowest point, because everything I was doing was based around my hair. If it was windy outside, I didn't want to go outside. If it was raining outside, I didn't want to go outside, because I didn't want my hair to get ruined, because of how like I was so into like basically everywhere I went, I was always looking at a mirror trying to fix my hair if it was something wrong with it. And it was so holding me back, because like every thought I had was like is like about my hair basically. And like when I would wash my hair too, it would take me hours to just do it the way I wanted it to look like. Basically it was just taking up so much of my time just to my hair, and it didn't even like, and looking back on it, like it didn't even look that good to me. So basically there was this one day when it was maybe springtime in the year 2023, and I remember I came into our room, and I told my brother, I was like, what do you think about getting a buzz cut? Because he also had curly hair too that was pretty long, which that might be another video that he might do on his own. But I told him, I was like, what do you think about getting a buzz cut? And he told me, he was like, yeah, like I've been thinking about that too. That's a pretty good idea. And so for a couple months after that, we were thinking about it, because it was like a pro and a con. It's like, yeah, like we'll get a buzz cut and our hair can grow back more healthier, but it was also like a con, because like we grew our hair for so long, and to us it looked good, so we were just really like didn't really know what to do. And then eventually we moved into this house we live in now. We just one day we just went to the barbershop and we got a buzz cut, which that picture is right here. And it may look a little bit odd looking at that picture, and like, wow, like that's a big difference from how I looked when I had a lot of curly hair, and then how my buzz cut looked, and then especially how I even look now, because that buzz cut we got like so many months ago. And when I got that buzz cut, it definitely, what I can say is it definitely changed me in a way. It made me kind of feel like more relieved. Like I had so much weight lifted off my shoulders. I didn't feel like I had to care anymore about like my hair. Like everything I did didn't have to resolve around my hair. And it really allowed me to do so much more. Like it truly just, it made things a lot better for me because I was so spending so many hours with my other hair, just doing it or paying attention to it. And now when I got this buzz cut, I was just able to, I don't know, it just felt like I was like free for it just felt like I was free again. Like I don't know, it almost gave me that feeling of like when I was a kid and I didn't have to, my hair was short. I always had short hair when I was a kid. So definitely getting that buzz cut helped me a lot. And it really just, to me, I feel like it changed me and as a person. It made me not like think about my hair too much, and I was able to just, especially going to the gym too, because when I had my other curly hair, when I used to go to the gym with my dad, I would literally not even want to sweat because I had that hair. Like, doesn't that sound like dumb? Like, I didn't want to sweat at the gym because of the way my hair was. I didn't want my hair to get ruined. And ever since I got that buzz cut, I was able to just sweat and go hard at the gym and just truly just bring out my fullest potential. So overall, what I can wrap up this and really tell you guys as a little bit of a final message is this: if you have something that you feel like holding you back, maybe, or you feel less confident as a man, maybe try your best to really get that out of here. Like, try to get that feeling, get whatever is causing that to really just be like, try your best to really get that out of here, because that's really holding you back from being at your fullest potential, and you really don't want that to stop you. So that's why I ask you guys, or I ask you to really just, maybe if you feel that way, to just reflect and think to yourself, like, what could this thing be that's holding me back? And if you find out what that is, try your best to eliminate that, because that's going to help you so much, and that's what helped me, and that's why I got a buzz cut.